Hi everybody, you are watching the elimination round. C.Simmers won this event last year, now trying to avoid an elimination round loss as she takes on Lakey Peterson and wild card Francisca Veselko. Joe Turpel with Strider Raspberry Wasilewski for the call. C.Simmers in the highlight reel all season long, winning pipeline, quarterfinal loss over at Sunset. Kika, as she's known as, has been making a statement the last couple of years on the QS as well, as we see the wrapping turn from Lakey getting things started in ER heat number 1, and she'll get taken down on her second effort.
She's accustomed to all these kind of conditions, and like I said, there's waves around home for her that kind of resemble this, so I'm sure she's had quite a few sessions in water.
And it will be C.Simmers. Already with some speed, fun section. Slices right through the white water and steps out. So it stayed fairly soft on that white watery section there, but still surfed her way through it to get her first score in. Real coach and now Tommy Whitaker on the championship tour. What happened here was?
I think she's just laying into it. She's pretty excited. She kind of just jumped out of it.
Now Lakey off the bottom. Nice room to set up that first carve. Hits the oncoming section. This time she'll stick it. Had the fall on her opening ride on the second turn. And this one she will ride away and improve on her second effort. Already surfed today. Sometimes you can't rely on the conditions you had even earlier this morning.
No, but Lakey adapting and really, I think she's really comfortable in these conditions. From California, having, that.
And then the opening ride for our wild card, Francisca getting on the board.
Yeah, nice opening wave for her. I mean, this thing let her go to town all the way down through the inside there. Friends are surfing against each other.
Yeah, that's when things get real serious. At stop 5, we've got C.Simmers. Nice down carve, picks her rail back up, and will lay low to ride away. So even though it took her a second to ride away from it, she will get the completion. Opening score for Katie, 2.6. That was on that whitewater turn. An event title as she tries to go back-to-back.
I like the thought in her mind about this wave to go for the 2-for-1. Unfortunately, the flow out of the turn didn't give her the connection she was looking for on that second part. You see how she had to kind of like double up on the turning and to get to the lip. It would have been cleaner with just a nice down carve straight into the next turn, which is I think she had in her mind. I think she's going to clean that up, come back strong, and do it on the next one.
In the third spot, and has a beautiful wall to throw a nice tight carve right there. She loses it.
Man, that was a bummer. That was looking like a big score coming her way, too.
As we look at C.Simmers kind of rolling in here, slopey on the face, but she will lay the rail down to set up this end section. A little bit more speed, a bigger section to work with than her wave previous. And she rides away. Her best score so far about to come in.
Wide peak happening, and everybody else is kind of looking for those bigger ones out the back, but she finds that wave to give her the opportunities that she needed under priority. So she's going to get her best score and kind of give herself some comfort in this heat. First turn was, she caught a rail there that she probably wasn't really happy about. It really catapults you onto the series you want to be with.
Lakey getting this wave was during the break.
A little bit of a setup wave. Comes to the inside, and it was more of a backup score, I feel like. It wasn't everything she was looking for there, but definitely got a couple of turns off and stacked up some more points for herself. She's looking really solid in this heat, just doing what she needs to get by.
Just won her World Junior title, knowing the importance of such a big event, a chance to be a world champion, and just catapulting your career into the future. We've seen that momentum carry Veselko and also Sierra Kerr. Beautiful artwork on these cans. And
didn't they used to give them to all the athletes?
Yeah, do you remember that? Got to talk to the old mayor about that.
Get that going.
Wrapping cut back for Veselko. Another fade on the shoulder. And just sticking to the pocket. This one just going the distance. End section approaches. She tags it. And then will step off. So didn't have the size and really big sections to work with, but just continued to arc a few turns in the pocket. She is chasing a 5.95.
Work on some body language in this heat, because I feel like she's got the ability to win this heat. She's got, the technique, she's got power, she's got everything she needs. I feel like she's just got a little bit of a lack of confidence. If you watch her finish this wave, she just kind of flops off of it. And for me, I need to see a little more authority coming out of the end.
Our 5.88 is the requirement. Here comes C.Simmers. Big windup. Whips through that first whitewater section. Tries to style through the carve. Maintains control after a little slip, and she will step off. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride for C.Simmers, current world number 2.
Years old. Gets the slingshot, though. Comes in with some speed into that section. And just looks like she's just throwing it so hard on rail that she almost comes off. The board almost squirted out in front of her. She's just getting in there, and all of a sudden, you're on this huge stage. You just can't let those names get in the way of your performance.
Cool looking wedge setting up and framing it up in a kind of a lean back fashion was Lakey Peterson getting the arc.
You can tell.
What'd you see here?
I mean, I saw, the flare that she was looking for. And that you felt and got you out of your seat right there. Something that,
Definitely noticing her power and rail work really standing out through the opening round and through the elimination round. But it will be the defending event champ, world number 2, the 18-year-old from Oceanside, C.Simmers, moving on into the round of 16. We are going to reseed that round, and that's all coming up next.